international ranking. QS International Ranking is one of the most prestigious university rankings in the world. And they have ranked actually SLIIT as the 7th ranked university in Sri Lanka. So we are ranked actually even above some of the most well-established older universities in Sri Lanka. And it's a real achievement for us to be considered by an international agency to be ranked in the top 7 in Sri Lanka. And our intention is actually over the next couple of years to further improve our ranking in the international settings. We are also approved by the Ministry of Education. So all the degrees we offer at SLIIT are approved by the Ministry of Education. And we also have received the approval of the University Grants Commission for all our programs. We are a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities and also a member of the International Association of Universities. The IT degree we offer is the only IT degree in Sri Lanka that is accredited by the Institution of Engineering and Technology of the United Kingdom. That allows you actually as a graduate of that degree to seek the Chartered Engineer qualification from the IET in the United Kingdom. So that's a very prestigious recognition in terms of your degree. Our IT degree is also recognized by the Computing Society of Sri Lanka. And we are a member of the AACSB, or the most prestigious accreditation organization for business degrees. And we are in the process of actually seeking accreditation also for our business programs. Engineers Australia has given accreditation for all the engineering degrees we offer in Sri Lanka in collaboration with the Curtin University of Australia. And finally, since some of you are actually going to register for programs in the School of Architecture, our 2 programs, that is the undergraduate program and the master's program of architecture, those are accredited by the Royal Institute of British Architects. So you will have actually RIBA qualifications, the educational qualifications to receive the RIBA charter when you get the degree from SLIIT, which is again a very prestigious recognition. Our vision is to advance knowledge, foster and promote innovation, to enrich lives and broaden horizons. To support that vision, we have a mission statement. I'm not going to read that, but you will see that it is very much aligned with our vision. Now, we are a university that has a national presence. In other words, our largest and the main campus is located here in Malabe. That is where all our programs are offered, and also our facilities are. And we have about close to 15,000 students actually in this campus. And then we have a satellite campus called the Metro Campus in the Bank of Ceylon Merchant Tower in Kolpiti, where we offer first and second year programs of selected degrees. We have an operation in Mathura, which we call the Mathura Center, and again there we offer first and second year of selected programs. We have completed the building of a brand new campus in Kandy. This campus is currently built to accommodate about 5,000 students, and we plan to develop it further over the next couple of years. Eventually, we will have about 10,000 students located in our Kandy campus, where you will be able to actually completely follow all our programs there. We have a center at Kurunagala, again, mostly first year programs available through that. And we have a brand new partnership with the Northern University, and that is located in Jaffna. So starting this year, in collaboration with Northern University, SLIIT computing and business degrees will be offered fully in Jaffna. And in fact, this Thursday we have the inauguration in Jaffna, and we plan to actually start the academic term at the same time we start the academic term here. And that campus will be again developed to a fully fledged campus in a couple of years to accommodate about 10,000 students. Our Kandy Center will be amalgamated with the Kandy campus by the end of this year. And then 2 years ago, we developed another brand new campus in Nawam Mawatha in the center of Colombo to accommodate all our programs with Curtin University in Australia. So if you want to get a degree from Curtin University in Australia in computing or engineering or business, you have the opportunity, many facilities to support you while you are studying here. So you will see that we offer modern classrooms where you will have all the necessary facilities to support your education. And then we have a lot of sports facilities. So if you are interested in doing sports, we have all the facilities for that. We have recently opened actually a brand new swimming pool, which is available for you. And there are various other athletic facilities, sport facilities available to you. So cricket, rugby, whatever you are interested. We have a medical center with a doctor. So that is also available to our students. We have a counseling center with a psychologist that is also open to the students. Now, I want to tell something about the achievements of our students because we are very proud of our students and graduates. So let me mention to you that last year, in fact, every year there is a competition held by Microsoft. And this competition takes place in Seattle in the United States. And there are 3 teams selected from the world. So they look at actually competitions around the world, and out of that they take 3 teams. 1 team from Asia. So in order to qualify for Asia, you have to compete at the Asian level, where you have teams coming from different countries and different universities. And from that competition, there is 1 team selected to represent the Asian region. Similarly, there is another competition for Middle East and Europe. And once again, 1 team is selected. Then there is a competition for Americas. That is Canada, United States, and South America. Again, 1 team is selected. These 3 teams are invited to Microsoft head office, headquarters in Seattle, and they compete for the Microsoft Imaging Cup. So last year in 2022, a team from SLIIT was selected as the Asian champions. And we were one of the 3 teams competing for the Microsoft Imaging Cup in Seattle. So that is a significant achievement at the international level. And again this year, we have 2 teams actually from SLIIT selected for the Asian finals. You may have seen in the newspapers recently about this achievement. So you can see that we train our students actually to compete at the international level. Another thing I want to mention is that in the old days, students actually graduate from university and they go and work for someone. So you find a job with a company or government and you are on the payroll of somebody else's. But today actually students, and we want our students or our graduates to be a little bit different. In other words, we encourage you when you graduate from here to actually set up your own company and to become entrepreneurs. Instead of working for another company or working for government or business, we encourage you and we provide the facilities to support you to actually set up your own companies. And we have students who have done that. And you can see, I'm giving you 2 examples here, Pulse Solutions and Arimac, very successful companies. In fact, Arimac was, I think, recently bought by a foreign investor, right? That employs a large number of people, right? So this is how actually we also train our graduates, not just to become graduates, but also become productive curricular activities we provide to our students. And we encourage you to actually use these opportunities. So you can see that here, there are various events. You may be very good in music. Some of you may be very good in sports. Some of you may like drama. Or some of you may be interested in doing volunteering, CSR activities, and so on, right? So there are opportunities for all those things. So please remember to take the maximum out of these opportunities. And finally, in about 4 years' time, we want to see you here with your parents as successful graduates to receive your degrees. Now let me say a few more words. As you can see here, that we are an institution that has a very strong track record and also with high resilience. When the pandemic struck Sri Lanka in March 2020, within 1 week, SLIIT was running fully online. We were the first institution in the country to actually deliver online education at the university level. We were also the first institution in the country to conduct examination online using very advanced technology. In fact, the systems we have developed and used are used by others as the standard for that. So you can see that we are not just an ivory tower, right? We are very innovative. We actually support our students, and we want them to be very productive citizens and contribute to the Sri Lankan economy. A very important thing about SLIIT I want to mention to you is that in this institution, we value time. We don't want to lose a single day. Time is a very precious thing. And the time lost, even if you are a multimillionaire or billionaire, you cannot get it back. And we want our students to acknowledge that and appreciate that. Right? So we want actually to make sure that you can graduate on time, and we will be actually providing that education that we have agreed to give to you. Now, as students, you also have responsibilities. Because you become members of our community, we want you to respect each other, respect your peers. We want you to practice good discipline, both inside the campus and outside. We want you to dress appropriately, because we have a lot of people from outside who visit us on a daily basis for various things. We have companies coming here to recruit our students. So we want our students to be very professional in terms of their appearance, in terms of their interaction from these organizations. And these are the values of SLIIT. And we want you to embrace those values. We started about 24 years ago with 300 students. Today we have 18,000. In another few years, we'll have about 25 to 30,000 students based on the demand we have. And as I mentioned to you, we are very highly ranked in Sri Lanka. And our intention is to improve that further. I also want to mention to you that when you study here, you may have some problems with your academics or various other things, right? Then there is support for you. If you have problems, talk to your department, talk to the deans. We have here actually Mr. Udita Gamage, Student Services, Mr. Yasas Mallavarachi, Chief Academic Affairs Officer, and their teams are there to help you. We also work with our student community leaders, and we have 2 of them here today on the stage, and they will be introduced later. So we have actually a system where we try to actually understand the challenges and problems of the students and try to solve those things as soon as possible. So as I mentioned, during your 4 years here, get the maximum out of your time at SLIIT. Use our resources. Participate in extracurricular activities and become a well-rounded graduate. First and foremost, study hard, get good grades because your parents want you to graduate well, and it is good for you too. Develop your character and personality. Make sure that you act responsibly in a professional and ethical way. And this will make you a well-rounded person with good values, and any employer will actually hire such a person without any hesitation. And that is the kind of graduates we want to produce at SLIIT. And this is a message to you to keep in your mind for the next 4 years. So finally, let me wish you a very successful time and all the best to you, and I hope to see you in about 4 years' time in this auditorium to receive your degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I cordially invite Professor SLIIT De Silva, Head of the School of Architecture of SLIIT. Professor De Silva completed the Bachelor of Science degree in Built Environment and Master of Science degree in Architecture at University of Moratuwa. He also holds a postgraduate certificate from James Cook University, Australia. With over 25 years of experience as an academic and a total of 39 years of experience as a professional, Professor SLIIT De Silva remains a renowned personality in both academia and construction industry. He was also a member of the Board of Management of Central Environment Authority, a member of the Board of Management of Urban Development Authority, and was the chairman of Architects Registration Board from 2007 to 2009. He is a member of Royal Institute of British Architects and a fellow membership of Sri Lanka Institute of Architects. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Senior Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Imal Rajapaksa, Dean Faculty of Computing, and other members of the other faculties, and Mr. Yasas Mallavarachi, the Chief Administrator, and Mr. Anyway, from the administration. So let me welcome all of you on behalf of the School of Architecture on the inauguration day. Mr. Udita Gamagi, sorry about my memory. So dear parents and dear prospective architecture students and computer students. So we welcome you to the School of Architecture, and on behalf of the SLIIT University, entire audience for coming today and participate in this inauguration event. The School of Architecture is the smallest department in this university. As the Senior Deputy Vice Chancellor said, this campus alone has about 16,000 students, whereas our population is only 350. Right? That there's always complaint by the management that we occupy the largest area of the premises, because that is the nature of architecture. And learning architecture and teaching architecture is different to teaching other disciplines like engineering and IT and computing and so on. So therefore, So we have a small student population, but we have a considerable staff strength, what you see here on the screen. And so our main personals are here. Professor Nimali Silla is not here, but Dr. Jiva Sundara, she's heading the MSc program in architecture. Then a senior lecturer, Priyan Hettipathirana, who is coordinating the interior design program, and senior lecturer Minushi Polhena is heading the undergraduate program. So all of them are here. And we are conducting 2 undergraduate programs, BSc Honours in Architecture and BA Honours in Interior Design, and a postgraduate degree program MSc in Architecture. I know most of the candidates who have applied for architecture may not aware fully what is architecture. So therefore, let me explain. Architecture is a profession that combines art and science and business and passion in creating buildings. So architects try to balance the man-made environment with the natural environment. For instance, when you enter these premises, what did you experience? During the progression of space, when you walk or drive, you come to a forecourt and you enter to a flat arch, come through large trees, steps coming up, come to your lobby, then you enter to another lobby to come to this auditorium or go to the office, like that. So how you progress in space? That is the creation of architecture. So architecture is ideal for creative students, individuals with sensitivity and technical skills. Because to do architecture, you need knowledge in engineering, construction, and so on. SLIIT School of Architecture is listed, as the Deputy Vice Chancellor said, by Sri Lankan Institute of Architects and the Royal Institute of British Architects. You can see Royal Institute of British Architects is the world body of accreditation of architecture programs, and locally it is the Sri Lankan Institute of Architects. So our programs are fully accredited. The school aims to develop knowledge, skills, and sensitivity in the students through diligent assessment. So this is how we conduct the course. It is mainly coursework, designs, and lectures and tutorials. And to be an architect completely, you require about 5 years of full-time academic education, and which is split into three years of first degree and 2 years of master's degree. The school offers the complete pathway at 2 stages. So now you are entering for the BSc Honours Architecture program, which is 3 years, and after the 3 years completed, you have to go for a interim apprenticeship period to work in the industry and come back and do the masters. So this program we deliver in collaboration with Liverpool John Moores University and physically on campus. We have to attend the university, and we expect you to at least attend 80% attendance. And though this is a paid private university, attendance and discipline is a must in this university. So, as I said, the BSc Honours Architecture program is recognized by many universities, RIBA, and we are member of International Association of Universities. And once you get the qualification, you can get the RIBA membership, Sri Lankan Institute of Architects membership, and you become a UIA member, the World Body of Architecture. Then the other undergraduate program we run is a new program, fairly new, only 1 year old, and you are the second intake, those who are coming for interior design. This program offers the opportunity to work on authentic architectural projects with input from practicing architects and interior design specialists. So interior design and architecture go hand in hand, as I told you. I explained about you entering from the forecourt and experience the space, nature, natural environment, landscape, but interior design is how you design interior of a building. Now, so take, for instance, this auditorium where you are seated, how the seats are arranged, how everybody can see I'm speaking, how everybody can see the lines of flowers, the screens, how can hear properly without having echoes and vibration, and those kind of sciences are there behind that. So interior design are full of all those technical and design subjects. So this is taught to the studio environment and lectures, workshops, and the goal is to create graduates who are artistically and technically skilled and fit into the profession at par with the rest of the world. We do it by developing less tangible skills like communication, presentation, self-motivation, and computer use of computer software, and we teach and encourage the students to imaginative solutions through discursive studio forums. The aim is to develop graduate skills and knowledge to become an autonomous thinker who can analyze, visualize, the test solutions and potential solutions in increasingly complex spatial and social issues within an increasingly holistic global scenario. These are you can see some of the studio work with students and staff. So the qualification of it is Bachelor of Arts, Honours, Interior Design. Collaboration, we offer this degree with collaboration with Liverpool John Moores University, UK. Duration is 3 years. So these are some of the student design events. So they participate various events and competitions and showcase your achievements and your excellence in designs and skills that you gain in sports and academic work. So one of the main event that our architecture students participate is the student exhibitions at the Sri Lankan Institute of Architects annual exhibition, and that brings a crowd about 200,000 people to visit the exhibition, and so we make aware of architecture about the general population, general people from Sri Lanka. And so students also has this opportunity of going on site visits, getting experience and talking to people, the real client with the staff advice and so on. You can see very active student groups are engaged in design works after consultation of the community and their potential client. So that is the experience that you will get through these 3 years of academic career, and we would like to see the parents and the students who are here today at the end of 3 years with at the graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. Nuwan Kodagoda, Dean of Faculty of Computing, to share some insights to the undergraduate study programs delivered at the faculty. Dr. Kodagoda obtained his BSc Engineering Honours degree and MPhil degree from the University of Moratuwa and was awarded his PhD from Sheffield Hallam University, UK. He joined the academia in 2001 and has held positions Chairman, Curriculum and Academic Quality Committee, Head of the Department of Information Technology, Head of the Department of Software Engineering, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Software Engineering before being promoted to Associate Dean of the Faculty of Computing. His research interests includes the fields of algorithm design and optimization in parallel computing, machine learning, use and development of software engineering tools to improve software development processes, and e-learning. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Senior Deputy Vice Chancellor, Provost, Professor Nimal Rajapaksha, Professor Lalit De Silva, Head School of Architecture, Chief Officers, Heads of Departments, and other members of the head table. My dear students and parents, so let me welcome all of you to SLIIT. And there are students who are following architecture, and also we have students following the Faculty of Computing programs. So let me tell you about the Faculty of Computing in general. So the Faculty of Computing is easily one of the largest faculties in Sri Lanka. We are now close to reaching 10,000 students in the faculty alone. We have over 160 staff members who are permanent, and we offer over 19 programs, degrees, undergraduate as well as postgraduate. We have 23 PhD holders, and we work closely with other universities as well, locally as well as in other countries. And we have very strong industry partnerships. So let me introduce you to some of the members of the faculty. I am the Dean of the faculty, but since the faculty is large, we have a Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Chandimal Jayawardena. He is currently overseas. And we also have 2 Associate Deans, one looking at academic work, that's Dr. Anuradha Karunasena. And we also have another Associate Dean looking after research, that's Dr. Dasuni Navinna. And students who are following the IT, computer science and computer systems engineering programs of the Faculty of Computing belong to 3 departments. So let me introduce the department heads. So Professor Sanath Jayawardena, who is the head of computer systems and engineering. And then we have Dr. Kalpani Manatunga, who's heading the Department of Computer Science and Software Engineering. Now, our largest department is the Department of IT. It is headed by Dr. Samantha Rajapaksha. So as Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, we have centers and campuses all over Sri Lanka. So currently he's addressing some students just like you in the Faculty of Computing in the Matara Center. Now, when you transit from A-levels to university, it is a big change. Now at school, I think during A-levels, almost everyone went to tuition classes, and to some extent you were spoon-fed on what to expect in exams and all that. In university life, it's very much different. We treat you as adults, and you are independent learners. Also, we acknowledge the fact that your English is a second language for most of you. So your main language is English, Sinhala and Tamil. So you will have challenges that way as well. So in the Faculty of Computing, like in other faculties, we have a strong team of first-year coordinators to help you in the transition. So let me introduce some of them. Ms. Sanjeevi Chandrasiri is the Year 1 course leader for the IT program. Then we have Ms. Namali Valagampaya, who is the IT specialization program coordinator. And we also have here Ms. Pasangi Ratnayaka, the fourth lady in the picture. She's the Year 1 coordinator. We also have another Year 1 coordinator, Dr. Sanmita Kasturarachi, who is the third person. Now, I'm not sure whether there are students following computer science and computer systems engineering. If that is the case, then the last person, Mr. Jeevaka, is the Year 1 coordinator for the computer science and computer systems engineering programs. So as I said, we have inaugurations happening. So Professor Rajapaksa mentioned that on Thursday we have the Northern Uni inauguration. We have centers in Kandy. So colleagues doing IT are in Kandy, Matara, Kurunegala, and also Colombo, the heart of Colombo Metro Campus. Now, one of the main programs that we have been offering from the inception when SLIIT was formed in 1999 is the BSc Honours in IT. Now it has grown into 7 specializations. And if you have selected this degree, I think one of the main challenges you would have faced is to select out of these 7 which one to use, right? The good news is you can change your specialization later on. That is because the Year 1 is common. So after you follow the Year 1 and during your studies, you'll get a better idea about what data science is, what interactive media is. And by the time you move on to the second year or the third year, where some specializations start, with some informed decision, you can change your specialization. But very briefly, let me tell you what these 7 are. So I think recently, in order to pay your semester fees, you might have visited a bank with your parents. And in the bank, you will come across tellers who use computers. So there are many computers in a bank, whatever bank you go to. Then I'm sure you have interacted with ATMs, right, with your cards or credit cards. Now, you can imagine a bank like maybe BOC or Sampath Bank will have lots of computers in their back office. They will contain details of all your accounts, various transactions that you do, loans taken, and these are stored in the back office and also sometimes maybe in the cloud. Now, you need to have IT professionals who can look after these computer systems, set them up, right, manage the cloud, and those things you learn under computer systems and networking. And when it comes to banking, security is of the utmost importance. Now, even in other IT companies, you might have heard about hacking, people hacking into websites. So all IT infrastructure needs to be protected. And if you like to learn about those kinds of skills, then you have the cybersecurity specialization. So if you have interacted with bank outside the bank, like maybe using websites, mobile apps, I'm pretty sure you have used mobile apps and websites. We do it day to day. And if you want to develop those kinds of software that run on mobile phones and in the internet, the specialization that teaches you about software development is a software engineering specialization. And when software needs to be developed, maybe it is for a bank where they want to come up with a very innovative kind of mobile app. The requirements needs to be gathered. Someone who is proficient in IT has to go and find out what needs to be developed. They have to talk to the bank managers, the users of the bank, the account holders, and figure out what is important to them. And this information can be transferred to the software engineers to develop the software. So people who gather these requirements, you learn those kinds of skills under information systems engineering. Now, banks produce a lot of data and even other things like telecoms. You have so many SMSs and telephone calls that are used. And basically in this world, we have what is known as big data. We have large volumes of data. So you need to have IT professionals who can go through these large volumes of data and make some kind of sense out of it, make predictions. So in a bank scenario, if you want to apply for a loan, the bank manager will have to look at your profile and see whether whether you are credit worthy and whether they can give you the loan that you're asking. So they might use applications that help them in their decision process, right? And also you might have heard about, everyone talks about ChatGPT and generative AI. So you might have heard about artificial intelligence, machine learning. So those kinds of things, working with large volumes of data, those kind of IT professionals are produced under the data science specialization. So I'm pretty sure those of you who are doing architecture are artistic in nature. And Sure, that's why you might have selected architecture. But there can be also some of you who are artistic in nature, maybe good at art, good in music, who might also want to use IT with that, and then do artistic and creative things like UI design, maybe design games and develop games. So there is a minor few students who do that, and that is actually catered under the interactive media specialization. So in a summary, those are the 7 specializations. As I said, as you learn in the first year and get to know more about these specializations, you can make the informed decision and change your specialization if you wish to. Now, we have 2 new degrees, which are more fundamental, and this is targeting students who have done physical science. So these 2 degrees actually allow graduates to redefine the next generation of tools that are needed by software companies and IT companies, and develop the next generation frameworks, processes that are needed to run the next wave of software and IT solutions. Currently, what is practiced is like our IT students can go in and then directly work in the industry with what is available now. But the future has to be created by someone as well, and those kinds of things are created by typically students who do computer science, computer systems engineering, and we have small cohorts of students following this, and they learn a lot of things like mathematics, a lot of fundamental theory, so that they can develop the next generation tools. So as Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, all our degree programs are accredited, and we are the only IT program where it is accredited by IET. We also have postgraduate programs. So these are the 6 master's programs that we have. The undergraduate programs we have been running from inception in 1999. We took our first intake in the year 2000 for IT. So these master's programs have been running since 2004 or 2005. We also have PhDs and MPhils. So these are the ones offered by the faculty. The other faculties also do offer MPhils and PhDs. And as you might guess, with the large volume of students that we have, we work very closely with the industry. So from the very inception, we worked with strong partners like IBM, and we actually work with all kinds of companies. And we do that for several reasons. So IT students who are in the 3rd year have to undergo a mandatory internship. Basically, you have to go and work in one of these companies for 6 months. And for that, we need the partnership with the industry, and that's why we have strong relationships. In fact, the faculty has a separate industry engagement unit that mainly focuses on establishing relationships with the industry. The industry also helps us being partnering with us for industry consultative boards. Basically, what we do there is like yearly we meet professionals, esteemed professionals from the industry. We share our curriculum and get feedback on what we are teaching. So they tell us what we should teach students, especially the future tech that is going to come, and what kind of skills and technologies our students should be knowledgeable about when they graduate. And in some cases, some of these industry giants like IFS, Virtusa, they do come here and deliver modules, especially in the 4th year, so our students get to know what is really expected when they join the industry. We also have very strong partnerships with organizations like Microsoft, Linux, AWS, and through these partnerships, through these academies, we can actually offer our students certifications. So SLIIT and the Faculty of Computing offers these certifications through various means, and as students of the Faculty of Computing, some of the curriculum is ingrained into in the modules that you learn or the subjects that you learn. So you can get the industry certifications that are needed. Now, when you graduate, obviously the most important thing is your degree. And in addition to that, as it was mentioned by the previous speakers, you need to have very good soft skills like communication skills, teamwork. So those things you can build from the modules and also participating in various student activities that we have. Now, the other thing industry looks at is certifications. So they value certifications, that's industry-specific skills that you have, and through these partnerships, you can obtain some of these. Now, our industry engagement unit also has various outreach programs, and one of them is this Center for Open and Distance Education. Basically, this is something like a MOOC where we have free courses. Currently, we have a very popular course in artificial intelligence, and we have over 15,000 students worldwide following these courses here. So this is open to anyone. So if you go to code.slit.org, AI is what everyone is talking about. You can learn about AI, the technical stuff of it, by following this free course that we are offering to everyone. So SLIIT is a vibrant campus. I know you are doing architecture or IT, but we have a lot of other students. We have students doing nursing, we have students doing psychology, students doing law, we have traditional engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, we have a business school, we have students who are learning B.Ed, biotechnology, so many different degrees. So you will meet a lot of students from various backgrounds following various courses. And our student bodies are very vibrant. We have musical shows, we have co-curricular events, and in fact, each faculty has a student body. So we have two presidents here. One is the president from the Faculty of Computing. Each faculty has their student body. In addition, the entire campus or the university has a student body called Students Interactive Society. So those are the main societies that we have. In Faculty of Computing, I mentioned about the 7 IT specializations. So each of them have separate student bodies as well. So the data science student body or maybe the software engineering student body, they actually engage in co-curricular activities. They go out to the students and tell them what's happening outside. They get people from the industry to come and talk to students. They organize various events, competitions. Now, the last picture on the right, top part, the mini hackathon, is organized by one of our student groups called the Microsoft Student Community. So we have other student communities which are not directly related to a department. Another very strong student community the Faculty of Computing has is the FOSS community. You might have heard about free and open source software, and they are really passionate about coding. So both MS Club and FOSS are into serious coding. And if any one of you is interested about coding and you want to engage more, you can work with these student societies. And we have a lot of fun events as well organized by the various student bodies that we have. The faculty specifically has 2 events. One is a Code Fest. I'm sure you might have heard about Code Fest when you were at school. Now, in addition to the school categories, we also have tertiary level categories like hackathons, datathons, so various kinds of competitions are there. I would encourage you to participate in these competitions organized by the faculties and also compete in other competitions outside SLIIT as well. In addition, the faculty also has a research conference called ICAC, which we have in the month of December. So Professor Rajapaksha talked about 3 teams that participated in Imagine Cup. We are really proud of our alumni, your seniors. And your seniors actually work all over the world in the largest companies that are around. You have seniors working in Google in US, Microsoft, Amazon, whatever company you will find an SLIIT computing graduate working. These are some of our alumni. Professor Rajapaksha talked about Arimac. Chamira is the founder. So I think about 10, 15 years ago, just like you, he was sitting here in the audience as a fresher. And when he graduated, he had a company. And his company is Arimac. So we have many success stories. There are a lot of alumni who have got their PhDs, and Pubudu is one of them. She used to work at Sabaragamo. Right now, she's in Germany doing her postdoc research. So that's a little bit about alumni. And when it comes to your studies, students, you will have an orientation. But by the end of July, you will start your year 1, semester 1. So in SLIIT, each year you have 2 semesters, one usually starting in January, another one starting in July. And each semester, the duration is about 15 weeks. So we have lectures, tutorials, and labs, and it's very important that you attend all of them. We have seen a very strong correlation between attendance and examination performance. So students who attend lectures, tutorials, labs regularly generally do very well in exams. right? That's a no-brainer. So I would strongly encourage you to attend your academic sessions regularly. Now, when it comes to exams, we have final exams at the end of the semester, but we also have mid-semester exams somewhere around the 8th week for all the subjects. And in addition to those, we have continuous assessments. So right throughout the semester, there will be spot tests, lab examinations, lab submissions that you have to do, projects. So there are all kinds of academic submissions that you have to do during the semester. So you need to really work hard during your semester time when it comes to academic work. And during your studies, if you have specific questions that maybe you don't understand a particular lecture or you don't know how to do a certain lab, the first contact point are instructors. So there will be instructors allocated to help you complete the lab work. You can talk to them. In addition, you can directly talk to your lecturers. So typically, in a semester, there will be 4 to 5 subjects, and there will be a lecturer who will come to your class and teach you. So you can talk to your lecturer if you don't understand some subject matter. In addition, each subject has a lecturer in charge. So that is another person that you can talk to. And still, if you cannot resolve your academic concerns, we have our team that I introduced earlier, Ms. Sanjeevi, Ms. Namali, Dr. Sanvita, Ms. Pasangi, and if you are doing computer science and computer systems engineering, Mr. Jeevaka. So most of our staff are located in the 7th floor of the main building and also the 6th floor. Please come and talk to us. We also have our heads of departments, and you can talk to them as well if something is interfering with your studies in academic kind of way. So I wish you all the very best in your studies, and I hope to see you here in 4 years' time graduating. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda is the address by Mr. Yashas Mallavarachi, Chief Academic Affairs Officer. Mr. Yashas Mallavarachi is an electrical engineering graduate from the University of Moratuwa and has obtained an MBA in Information Technology from the same university. He has over 24 years of experience in the IT field and has specialized in the areas of software project management, business analysis, software design and development, and system integration. He is a certified project management professional of the Project Management Institute, USA, and also a professional member of the British Computing Society. He started his career as a systems engineer at Computing Services Center, University of Moratuwa, and later joined SLIIT in 1999. At SLIIT, he has held positions of Senior System Analyst and as the Head of Software Engineering Services. He is a senior lecturer attached to the Faculty of Computing and currently holds the position of Chief Academic Affairs Officer at SLIIT. Sir, you're cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, Senior Deputy Vice Chancellor Professor Nimal Rajapaksha, Head School of Architecture Professor Lalit De Silva, Dean Faculty of Computing Dr. Nuwan Kodagoda, Chief Student Services and Outreach Officer Mr. Udita Gamage, the Associate Deans, Heads of Department and members of the faculty, and also the administrative staff from faculties and the student representatives from the student communities, dear parents and students. So let me also join the previous speakers in warmly welcoming you to SLIIT. And dear students, today marks a significant milestone in your life. This new chapter of your life, you are going to be the main author in this chapter, and how well you perform during the next 4 years, or 3 years in the case of architecture, is going to define your future. So I encourage all of you to do your very best in the coming years so that you can ensure that you'll have a bright future ahead. The orientation program will be started after your inaugurations. For most of the batches, the orientation is scheduled to start from Thursday onwards, and you will be communicated regarding the start dates and the times of the orientation program. And during this orientation program, in addition to the usual some academic components, we also have an item called Campus Navigator. So the purpose of this Campus Navigator sessions is to make you yourself familiarized with this campus environment. We will be shown around the place and also introduce you to various facilities, services that are available to you. And we also have some exciting events during the orientation program. We have musical shows, sports events, drama competition, food festival, and so on. So you are going to have a very exciting time period in the coming weeks. And these are some of the moments captured from previous years. All our students are given certain additional benefits. Once you become a student of SLIIT, you are eligible to receive genuine Microsoft Office licenses to install MS Office 365 in your personal computer. And you will also receive an email account. Each and every one of you will receive an email account, and that will be the one that you'll be using to communicate with us during your studies. You will also be eligible to receive 1 TB of cloud storage from Microsoft OneDrive and 5 TB of cloud storage from the Google Drive. Let me also quickly tell you about some of the other services that are available to our students. The most important one is the student support services that we have for you. In addition to the support given by the faculties and the school, we also have support provided in many different ways. One is the student help desk that is hosted online. When you visit support.sliit.lk, that is your student help desk. Whenever you have a question about something, you want to clarify something, or communicate with us regarding something relating to maybe your registrations, results, you can raise a ticket through the student help desk. And we will get back to you as soon as possible. In order to access this, how to access and your login credentials will be given to you during your orientation program. And you can also use the student support hotline that is available to you. 7504-910 is the student support hotline. And not only that, if you want to visit us physically, our student services units is located in the level 1 of this main building. You can visit the student services department and meet with the student services agents, and they will assist you with anything that you may have. We also have English help desk. Now, the purpose of the English help desk is to support those who are finding it difficult to those who are having difficulties with the English language. This may be because you have studied in your school days, you have studied in Sinhala or Tamil, most of you, I'm sure. So when you start your higher education in English medium, some of you might find it a little bit challenging. And our English help desk is located in the level 2 of this main building. We have a career guidance unit that offers various services relating to your career after graduation. Because once you graduate and go out to the industry will be looking at not only your academic performance, but also they'll be looking at various other skills. So what the career guidance unit does is they bring in industry professionals and conduct workshops and seminars to our students, and they will tell you what are the most sought after skills that they are looking for when they employ graduates. So whenever these workshops are organized, you are encouraged to participate and get more insights about the industry requirements. They also publish vacancies available in the industry from time to time. Companies contact us and ask for students with various different skills. You may have done maybe, let's say, programming in your school days, and if you are familiar with some programming language, this may be an opportunity for you, especially for computing students. It may be an opportunity for you to work while you are studying here. The counseling service is another important service that is available to all of you. Now, during your studies, sometimes you might come across an issue, a problem that is bothering you. It may be the academic stress due to studies, or it may be some other issue that you have in your personal life. And if you feel like you need someone to talk to, we have clinical psychologists running this counseling service. We call it Helping Hands Unit. You can get an appointment and meet with the clinical psychologist, and they will assist you in going through this difficult time period. We also have the medical center. We have a SLIIT medical officer, Dr. Dhananjay Bulatwatta. Again, he is available in the level 2 of this building, and he is available throughout the 5 days of the week for any medical advice, and also we give some medicine free of charge to our students. Taking part in sports is also important in addition to your studies, as the previous speakers mentioned. We have the physical education unit managing all the sports of the institute. Again, this unit is located in the level 2 of this main building. And if you are interested in taking part in any sport that is available, even if you have not done sports in your school days, this is the time to start something. If you perform well in sports, because we participate in competitions with other universities and higher education institutes, and if you do well in sports, you're eligible to receive university colors. We have a colors award ceremony held every year, and this will be a great opportunity and added qualification for you when you go out to the industry. The clubs and societies, as Dr. Nuwan mentioned to you in detail, we have various clubs and societies. Some are engaged in CSR activities, and some are focusing on specific subject areas. And we also have student communities for each faculty and school. There's a student community. And combining all the student communities, we have the Student Interactive Society. Now let me introduce the president of the Student Interactive Society, Mr. Vihan Udavela. And also we have the president of the Faculty of Computing Student Community, Mr. Anujita Fernando. And also we have the president of the School of Architecture Student Community, Ms. Shamha Arifin. So you will meet with them during your orientation and also during your studies. So these are the people to communicate with if you are unable to communicate directly with us, or if you are not willing to come and talk to us directly, you can talk to them. They will bring in your concerns and suggestions to us. So establishing these student societies is to create an efficient communication channel between the students and the staff. We also provide scholarships to our students. We recognize your achievements in your school days, both academic and sports and extracurricular activities. If you have done very well in your A-levels, we give scholarships to A-level top performers. And also, if you have received national and international recognition in sports and extracurricular activities, again, we recognize those achievements and give scholarships. Now that you have become students of SLIIT, again, your academic performance, each semester, when your results are released, we consider the top 1% of the performers for a scholarship in the next semester, a full scholarship for the next semester. And the next 2% are considered for 50% of the scholarship for the next semester. So this is again a very good opportunity for you and an encouragement for you to perform well. And not only that, your performance in sports, again, if you receive recognition nationally and internationally, those achievements are recognized and we award scholarships. We offer most of the services online. As Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, we were ready to provide our academic delivery online during the pandemic period. We have our learning management system, which we call as CourseWeb. This is where all your course material will be uploaded. Your lecture material and assignments and everything will be uploaded to CourseWeb. And we also have a lecture recording platform. Now, what this system does is all the lectures that are delivered are recorded and uploaded to this platform called EduScope. So if you miss a lecture, you can always watch the lecture using these recorded uploads. The library, which is located in the level 3 of this main building, which will be moved to a much spacious location in the new building in the coming months, they also offer some of the e-services. And the final one I'm going to explain to you is the student portal. The SLIIT student portal, you are already part of it during your enrollment process. You created your own account and applied online through the system. So this is your student portal, and the same portal you will be using to view your results. Your results will be uploaded to this portal, and when you register for the subsequent semesters also, you will be using this portal. And also to obtain various other services, this portal will be used during your studentship. So how to access these services, what are the credentials and all that will be explained to you in detail during your orientation program. The student shuttle service, we run shuttle buses for students from number of popular destinations from Kolpiti, Negambu, Jayala, Gampaha, Panadura and so on. So if you are coming from this area, you can use these facilities. So finally, let me explain to you a little bit about student discipline. As Professor Rajapaksha mentioned, we are very serious about student discipline, mainly because we want to ensure uninterrupted academic delivery. So we are very serious about student discipline, and we encourage all of you to maintain good discipline, and for that you need to be familiar with the rules and regulations of the institute. So our student rule book is available on CourseWeb. So when you get access to CourseWeb, you can go through the student rule book and get yourself familiarized with it. So without taking much time, I will conclude my presentation. I would like to wish all of you all the very best, and I hope you will enjoy your stay at SLIIT. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With that, we come to the end of today's proceedings. Before we conclude, I wish to share the following announcements from the organizers. After this session, you will be guided to the exits for your refreshments. Please produce the refreshments token given to you when obtaining the refreshments. Your orientation program timetable for the session starting from 18th May has been emailed to your personal email addresses. Please check the timetable and be present on campus on the given days to start and follow the program. Dear participants and undergraduates of May 2023 intake, remember that every expert was once a beginner. There are no limits to what you can achieve from today onwards. As you all set out on this incredible journey to help to shape the thinkers, professionals, citizens, and difference makers, we want all of you to know that the entire SLIIT community is here with you to guide, support, and encourage you as you commit to study here and reach greater heights. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Once again, welcome to SLIIT. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Apa